Do I want to play online?
Yes.
Shit.
Well, you're not going to see much online except for the little markers. You're not going to...
Alright, let's begin. Hello, everybody. This is Dark Souls 2, and my god, am I not looking forward to dying a million times for your amusement. But we'll give it a go. Joining me is my good friend, Captain Obvious.
Hello.
And a special guest. What's her nickname?
Ashley.
This is Ashley.
Yeah. It's my code name.
My code name is actually my real name, just to throw them off.
You can't say that.
So
No,
Dark
they
Souls
don't.
2. Let's get into this wonderful game of games, this game of swords. I'm on level 97. You know how long it took me to get to that point?
No. How many hours are you playing for?
I think it said there.
I
You just
see-
didn't pay attention.
No, I wasn't.
A show tell.
Look. Yeah. Yeah, this looks...
Oh, look at that popping. Welcome, everybody, to Dark Souls 2.
It's good.
Here's my character, just so you know what I'm getting into and what weapons I have at my disposal. I have infused a short bow with fire. I have a lightning sword. I have a fire sword. I have a shield that blocks 100% physical damage. And I have a punch.
Nice. See, I haven't played this one. I've only played the first one so far, but I assume all of the all the math and the numbers running in the background are pretty much the same.
Now they made a few subtle differences from what I've read on forums about this game. There's differences to the parry mechanic, for instance.
Right.
But I have an Estus flask, pretty good leveled up. I have dark armor because it was not as heavy as knight armor. Basically, my build is focused on endurance and dodging.
Cool.
I think people would call this a power build because my attack is actually pretty high too at this point. So
Yeah, those are usually the easiest to run with like the least amount of knowledge at least.
I also have at my disposal a poison blade, which is really good for those ironclad soldiers. So I'm actually going to equip that in place of this in place of my flame sword.
I always built for backstabbing, and I would just do that.
Alright, so there's a couple of new mechanics, I think. I'm not quite sure. But one of the good things about a flame bow is...
That's cool.
Oh, that was amazing. Okay, come here, Frankie.
Funny how much better this looks than the first one.
Yeah, I
You
think...
can definitely tell. It was such a weird bloom effect that you'd see.
Whoops. I forgot to lock on with my shield. One of the reasons I like this lightning sword is because it's once you press the trigger the second time, it actually does a little bit of a thrust. Whoops.
Yep. Now, in the first Dark Souls, I don't know the level scaling in this as much, but lightning weapons, they have no strength scaling, they have no faith scaling. I believe they take all scaling off of weapons, so I mean...
I think there is scaling in this game from what I've read.
Right.
The Dark Souls wiki is actually... doesn't have much information on this game. This game is still being...
Yeah,
it's still
it's still
secrets that are still
relatively
being
new,
mined,
yeah.
so... Boom.
Miss.
I started my starting class as a bandit, so I started with a bow.
I hear it never really matters what your starting class is. You can pretty much build it anyway.
Well, it's helpful for your starting items. I mean, eventually, yes, in the late game, it doesn't really matter what class you start as, because right now our power build when a bandit is supposed to be built on speed.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. The Mummy Returns.
Yeah, so where exactly is this, would you say, is this in the game?
This is actually this is a location about a fifth of the way through the game, actually, the Lost Bastille.
A fifth? And you're at level 90...
7, yes.
7.
I'm actually going back to this area just because, for shits and giggles, because I was visiting that blacksmith over there to infuse my weapons with shit. But this is a fairly challenging area of the game because there's... Unlike in Dark Souls 1, which apparently had fewer swarms of enemies, this game actually loves to swarm you with enemies.
Oh yeah, well Dark Souls 1, it was very lead one at a time.
Yeah.
And then
This features even more of that. And look at these soldiers; they can't even open a door.
Oh.
I shall make them pay for that insolence. I feel like I'm cheating though when I play the game like this. It's like, am I supposed to be playing it this way? Like just kiting these guys?
No, that's always been the thing of Dark Souls. Is it's kind of just like anything goes. It's always been, if you can sit down and from a distance and pick off a mini boss, then like more power to you. As long as you can afford the arrows.
You know what I think is cheap? This area you can because the movement controls are still tiny bit awkward. You could fall off that and lose your souls. I'm actually have my humanity in place right now, so I'm human instead of hollow. You know what sucks in this game? Getting invaded by 3 people at the same time.
Oh yeah,
that happened to me.
Yeah.
Bullshit singularity right there. Ambush ahead, therefore try luring it out. Yes, this is one of the things I like about Dark Souls 2 that I never experienced in Dark Souls 1 is the fact of these messages. They actually provide some very useful information. Sometimes they just leave random bits of useless information for the lulz.
No, that was totally in Dark Souls 1.
No, what?
Yeah, orange. You use orange soapstone.
No, I'm just saying I never experienced it in Dark Souls 1.
Oh, yeah. You
okay, now I gotta run. Now I gotta run. Because I've played this area many times before, and jump! I'm gonna fucking book it. See how many of those fuckers were there? Uh-oh.
Ah, come on, you can take them.
Yeah, I can. Problem
need to see
is,
some depth
these
here.
guys still do some decent damage. There we go. 666, the number of the beast, bitch. You know, I saw this video of all the compilations of Jesse Pinkman's usage of the word bitch on Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I love Breaking Bad. I think the first 2 seasons were not very good, but the rest of it was just amazing.
I haven't watched all the way through. I'll admit.
You should. Like Ozymandias, they're calling it the best piece of the best television episode ever made, and it's hard to disagree with that. Okay, there's 2 more of these fucks. There we go. Basically, when I first encountered this area, 7 of these guys swarmed me at once.
Oh yeah, I guess because there's like 4 dudes.
Yeah.
Plus the 2 that you killed, plus those 2.
Yeah, so...
That's fun.
I heard a lot of people have been flacking this game for having so many swarms.
I kind of saw it got like review bombed on Metacritic, and I was like, really? Like...
What were they saying about it?
Usually they'll give any excuse just to kind of like give it a 0 or something like that. Like, this game isn't exactly like the first one, and then you'll see this game is nothing like the first one, and both reviews will be 0.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. My mind filters out any review that has a 10 or a 0.
Yeah, they're so rare does a game actually deserve full marks. I mean, I played Jazz Punk. That game deserved full marks, arguably, in my opinion. Okay, I gotta get to that item, but I don't know how. Let's see how this works. No. There's physics in this game, and it's quite scary to see an enemy you've killed flop around, especially if it was a tough one. I think, if anything... It's okay. I can get back up there.
Is there a...
This is actually the site of a very difficult boss battle. Well, difficult as related to me by various gamers. It's like the Ruin Sentinels, 3 big fuckers attack you at once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and apparently it's very difficult. But I managed to do it because I summoned 2 guys, and I think I've become more dependent on the summons to an unreasonable degree, and I actually degraded my performance against certain bosses.
Right.
And I also got invaded 3 times, so... F that.
Yeah, through the first game, I tried really hard just to stick with, like, the most solo experience I could get it. I didn't summon any NPCs, and I didn't go online for for anyone's help. I didn't get any player summons, and I didn't go into anyone else's game. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, it's like I can't imagine facing some of these enemies solo.
Yeah, I've heard just playing multiplayer definitely sort of expands the experience, but.
Okay, you can definitely stand on that shard, so that must be the leverage I need to get over there. So I need to be pixel perfect here.
It's gonna be a long video.
What button do you press to jump?
Well, I think you gotta sprint and then
you
gotta
gotta hold
press B again.
and then you gotta release B and press it again real quick. And that's actually one of the worst things about this game, because there are certain sections where you have to jump over lava pits that insta-kill you if you miss it, so yeah. I lost 50,000 souls that way.
Oh. It doesn't... You jump farther the least encumbered.
Watch out! Watch out! Yeah, that's one of those bullshit moments that this game loves to throw your way. Alright, so I'm going to use this bonfire to travel. One of the differences between Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 is that you can use any bonfire to travel to any other bonfire in the game.
Right. Well, yeah, that was also in Dark Souls 1. You had to unlock it, though.
Yeah, but this
But it was also a limited amount, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, it's from the beginning. Yeah. So where should I go? I'm going to show you... Earthen Peak, where should I go? Brightstone Cave, Tisseldor, because I'm going to show you the single most terrifying moment for me.
Do something fun.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about something topical.
Well, I guess. So Dark Souls 2 is... They're still combing the mysteries of this game, because Dark Souls 1 took so long for everyone to friggin' unravel on the wikis.
Mm-hmm.
That...
It always surprised me how much people know about it just on the wiki, but then I realized, you gotta realize how long it's been out, but there's so many things where, I don't know, you just gotta question how the hell they figured something like that out.
Yeah, trial and error. I mean, I watched Super Bunny Hop, you know that YouTube channel?
No.
He basically does critical analysis of games, and he did an analysis of Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things he found was that the Dark Souls is one of the few games that has a multiplayer component that actually enhances the single player component remarkably.
Mm-hmm. It did. I found it was much better playing through Journey on multiplayer than single player.
Yeah,
even though it wasn't as, I don't think it was as large a part of the game as Dark Souls was.
Mm-hmm.
But pigs, it's definitely better when they add multiplayer as flavor rather than some tacked on, like versus arena mode, like in the BioShock 2 or whatever, or Dead Space.
No, I think one of Super Bunny Hop's main points was that because this was a whole community working together to unravel the secrets of the game, and because this game was already built off of an online community, the additions of all the wikis and all the forums that gathered to relate the secrets of this game actually was the reason why this game was so good at what it did.
Yeah.
Or what Dark Souls 1, I don't know.
Yeah,
Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. We're just going to assume that most things that are relevant to Dark Souls 1 are also relevant to this game, at least.
In a certain way.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I found is, like, people are slagging this because it's not original as original as compared to Dark Souls 1. It's a lot of its mechanics and some of its boss fights they claim are reused, like, incessantly. And there are apparently some repeat bosses that I've encountered. But you know what? Apparently from what I've read, those boss fights are different in sufficient ways to be their own kind of thing, rather than just reliant on Dark Souls recognition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But you also, I don't know, I don't think that, I don't feel like that argument is too valid, because there were repeat bosses in Dark Souls 1, just by itself. You fight the Wandering Demon, like it's the first boss you fight, and you fight it three more times during the game. And so I don't know. I have heard that there are bosses that feel too bossy, like in a typical video game sense. Really telegraphed attacks, like Star Fox style, where he'll lift up his hand and then obviously he's going for the swipe.
In a game based off of patterns, you need that.
Yeah, but it was apparently a little too obvious and just a little bit tacky,
Hey, that's a quicker attack. Oh.
But again, I wouldn't know. I haven't played this game. It looks good.
It's, to be honest,
visually.
like, having not played too much of Dark Souls 1, like the first 10 minutes or so of it,
yeah,
the decaying world around me in Dark Souls 2 is appealing. It has this lost,
Dark Souls 1
faded glory.
The first game had an atmosphere, which is something that a lot of maybe 99% games just don't have.
That was fun. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was good.
Do.
In a way, the last game that I think I've played that sort of had a similar atmosphere was Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, the Resident Evil series in general, just like when those games are done right, showing the decaying metropolis around you. You haven't spoken much, Ashley. Why don't you give some contributions to this?
I haven't played either of these games.
Yeah, she's only seen me.
Oh, what do you
Play
feel like looking at this? Like, what do you see? What do you feel about the sights and sounds that you're seeing? The enemies I've been facing, which are undead peasants.
Yeah, well, was that like a sheep? What was that animal like?
That was a pig.
Yeah,
Was it a pig?
It was a demonic pig. There are three
like
piglets.
The decaying pigs.
Yeah,
that
they're
look like sheep.
There are three piglets in one of the starting areas that are really, really hard for a starting character to defeat, no matter what your starting items are. And once you get powerful enough to defeat them, those three piglets, even though they're only worth like 20 souls each, are the most satisfying kills of the early game.
So what is it? So when you kill that guy, how many souls do you get?
Well, it'll say underneath them. There's a counter that
He's
keeps
got
track of
gags
that.
as well.
So I'm just gonna bow these guys.
Yes, so yeah, I assume this follows the same formulas of, kind of work your way up, sort of telegraph through the level, find the next bonfire, continue. Pick up the souls that you dropped anytime you die.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a surprisingly...
What does it say on the ground there in the flames?
Oh, those are messages people leave.
Try shortcut. What a dick move. You
Yeah,
darn.
and you can see people's bloodstains. Those bloodstains right there are for people who are playing this game online right now, and they have died
Are
from
you
that
serious?
spot. Yeah.
Yes, and following advice
that's
like
what that
this.
is?
Yeah, try shortcut.
Fall damage in this game is ridiculous. Like, I died falling off a
Okay.
4-foot ladder once. It was quite emasculating. Boulder pull back, yes. Sometimes,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's so many more bloodstains in this game than there is when I play Dark Souls 1. Usually I see one, every 10 minutes or something like this, but this entire path is just littered with dead dudes.
yeah, because there's actually one of those swarms of enemies I was telling you about. So you gotta aggro them with a bow.
I'm assuming more people are playing this game than Dark Souls 1 too.
Whoops. Get off the ladder, you dumbass. Alright, what can you do to me?
Looks like a
Oh!
scarecrow. You still get his lives, yeah?
Yep. Because you dealt damage to him, so
Yeah.
you're partially responsible for his death.
Well, in the first one, I've had enemies spontaneously die in some other souls. I don't know if that's changed in this.
I did lower a trap once, which killed 3 enemies. I only got enough souls for maybe 2 of them.
Ah.
So maybe there's a certain thing that judges.
So is that white ghost
That's
another player?
Yeah, it'll play at random someone who's died recently.
Or just playing through the game at the same time in the same area.
Yeah.
Like, and you can summon those guys into boss battles, and quite frankly, that's one of the most useful things I find about the Dark Souls franchise is like, hey, we can help you fight through this madness and chaos.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really cool because they combined a lot of things that are in the sort of single-player game to also work with the multiplayer. And there's, player versus environment, there's player versus player aspects.
I just comboed that guy.
Frankenstein.
Okay, here's where the Ravenholm references really get to me. So be prepared to see some of the scariest shit you'll ever see in your life in a couple seconds.
You don't like spiders?
No, I do. Sons of bitches!
That's awesome.
Die! God fucking damn it.
Anyways, E3.
No! I'm
No,
killing these
not
fucking
E3.
things. I'm wasting all these expensive fucking knives on these cocksuckers.
Nice.
Not that tough though, thank fucking God. Fucking spiders. Oh God, that was painful. Ooh, I got a nice sword from that though. One of the things that interests me about is there's lore to this game, but it's like vague lore.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things actually. It's very...
Oh shit!
There's not even much online if you've ever looked at it. There's a lot of fan theories and there's a lot of speculation, but there's nothing that's really solid. And it really
Did you
lends it...
summon that guy?
No, he was just a random. Yeah, there you go. You usually have to manually summon those guys. You'll see little icons on the ground. You got to use a specific item.
Okay, so here I just touched a bloodstain to see how this
you
guy
see how he
died.
And
So he probably got swarmed by all these spiders at once.
yeah,
There he goes.
Aww.
It's a good gameplay mechanic.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's a nice little bit of warning. You know what's bullshit? Mimics.
Yes. Well, you can attack them before you open them up.
Yeah, but
The chains are slightly different.
yeah,
That's how
I
you-
know, but there
that's
was
how you
such a
tell.
tiny visual cue, and I was so exhausted after fighting through a long area that I died to a fucking mimic.
They're the most horrifying thing, I think. They're like, I haven't seen a really well designed monster that sort of, it's like uncanny, creepy. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen something like that in a game in a long time.
So I'm literally contemplating just playing, like, killing these spiders, respawning them 12 times just so they fucking disappear forever.
Yeah, the vagueness of the lore, like you were talking about, really lends itself to this game's atmosphere, because the whole point is that it's, you know, everything's kind of broken down.
Yeah, it's a like, decaying kingdom.
Yeah, like they have some sort of undead curse. I read a really good popular fan theory a little while ago that back in Dark Souls 1, it was your character was kind of, oh, I don't know, I can't remember the names that they use, it's been so long, but basically the Age of Dark and the Age of Light were it's supposed to be a cycle sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where at the Age of Dark, even
Look
though
at that thing!
even though the Age of Dark is, you know, like it sounds sinister and stuff, apparently, according to this fan theory, what it means is the gods sort of like are not, you know, in the control. It's kind of like the Age of Man, right?
Yeah.
And the Age of Light is where gods are kind of, you know, the dominating race, right? Where it's God's first, man second. And this Lord Gwyn fellow is he was kind of like, you know, the Lord of all men or something. Fuck, right? And he you know, feared this age of oncoming dark, and basically sort of prolonged it by doing some sort of sacrament ritual. I don't really know, but what ended up happening is that because the ages were suddenly now stalled, there was no switch between the Age of Dark and the Age of Light. The souls of people they couldn't generate more, right? They had to kind of recycle the souls and stuff like that. So you got this sort of undead curse or effect.
Uh-oh, I think that thing just got absorbed.
Yeah, of course this person went really far into detail, and I do not have the time to recite all 5
Well, it's like I
pages
said,
of-
the online community surrounding this game, and
Yeah.
Dark Souls 1 in particular, enhances it, really.
Yeah.
It's like, what other game can you say that about? Really, besides Journey? I
What,
mean,
the online community?
yeah, like, for a single-player game, like
Yeah.
Skyrim, maybe?
No.
But, okay, yeah, there ain't fucking spiders.
Is this game still on the Microsoft Games, that network?
Who's that guy?
Yeah, you can download it. Oh, he's interesting character. He's trying to gain revenge on a guy, and you meet these two characters like 3 or 4 times beforehand. And once you reach this part, you find them both fighting because this guy's out for revenge against the other guy. And it's an interesting little side quest / story that really enhances the game too. So you can see like so many different elements of lore, and like Dark Souls, the universe around this game, because it focuses on decay, I think really strikes a chord with this environment of global chaos we're suffering through, or going through, because oh, fuck you, you son of a bitch!
I like your reactions.
Fucking spiders, die! Fuck.
This kind of reminds me of one of those. What was it? What was
Can
that?
you go into that cave?
No.
What was that game that people love doing reaction videos to?
Slender, probably.
No.
White
Well,
Noise?
there was one of them. No, it was the one where you're like stuck. All you have is the lantern.
Amnesia. The
Yeah,
Dark
there you
Descent.
go.
There you go.
I'm so bad with names.
There's a hole there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
I can't fucking get through that bookshelf without hitting it. Okay.
Spiders.
Shut up. Please don't. I can't complete Half-Life 2 to this day because of those fucking fast head crab spiders. I really can't. I tried. I tried. I couldn't move. And that's a parasitic undead.
Nice.
Alright, come here, you son of a bitch. Luckily, they're not as scary when their bodies flop around because of the physics engine.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
They explode?
No, it's just that sometimes they deal damage as they're dying.
Oh.
Oh.
No! I hate those bastards so much.
Why? What do they do?
They drop valuable items if you could somehow kill them.
But they skitter away like...
Oh.
Luckily, I always have like almost 500 arrows in my inventory whenever I venture out.
Yeah.
Because I learned very quickly that I need a lot of arrows.
It's so useful to just stand and shoot at something for like... I've done it for like 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I'd rather do that than fight them. Okay, so what am I missing? There's some basilisks that grow out of the ground at some point too. This is really can be one of those... It's like H.P. Lovecraft story, one of those existentially terrifying games, you know?
A little bit.
Okay, so where is this fuck? I know there's another guy right below. Okay, I have a sword. I could kill this guy. There he is. There's actually 4 of them in that room. Alright, so let's talk about another topic.
E3?
E3.
E3.
So that happened this week.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good.
I think this is... it's one of the first E3s I've heard in a while where it hasn't been like overwhelmingly bad flack. You know, you always find that on the internet.
Yeah, when Microsoft does well in a press conference, you might have something special going on.
Well, the thing is, like, they're finally giving people reasons to buy their stupid new consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Before, you know, it was a lot of show off, and you know, I think people were getting...
Oh, fuck that.
I think people were getting sick of developers advertising their games via, you know, like cinematics, right?
Oh, come on.
And this is kind of the first.
Look at their
First-
bodies flopping around. That fucking terrifies me.
Yes,
One of them dropped on me as I was walking down, and I was like, oh!
Anyways, this is kind of the first. This is kind of the first look we're getting at actual
Like gameplay.
new gen games, because a lot of the games that were that debuted on the PS4 and the Xbox One, they used all this shiny new software, but they didn't use or hardware rather. Sorry. But they didn't use any true like new gen engines, and
No.
these are the first games where a lot of the public hasn't seen this. You know, the Unreal 4 engine, the new Crytek engine, all those, all the modifications of those, and there's actually a whole bunch of other ones, and basically like all these trailers that you've seen at E3, like people are doubtful. You still see them like oh yeah, well if the gameplay is gonna be like this, then maybe I'll buy it. And it's funny because, you know, I've used those new in-game engines, and I'm just kind of laughing because
I'm contemplating whether to jump in.
you'll probably die.
Yeah, I probably
This is
will.
Dark Souls.
Yeah. Prepare to die again.
But yeah,
I love that tagline for this game. Again. It's just like, yep, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Lots.
I think people are just so used to being let down because of these, you know, the cinematics kind of sell the game. They basically they sell so many copies through hype alone, rather than, you know, is the game actually good? See, like Watch Dogs, right?
Yeah.
Like-
Because Watch Dogs, when it was finally released, we did a review of it on 2-stash.com, and it was decided meh.
Yeah,
And Yahtzee Kershaw described it as the meh around the world.
yeah. And it's games like
you
that.
knock over that boss,
You have to actually smash those things. You can't actually knock those big heavy ones over.
or there's stuff inside them.
Yeah. Nah, fuck off. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Torchlight that we've been playing.
Oh yeah. We got a 4-pack of Torchlight. We've been playing that.
Yeah,
Torchlight 2, rather.
I've been meaning to get into Diablo-style games.
Yeah, they're at the top down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
There's 2 spiders in there. I'm not going in there.
Come on. Be brave.
Yeah.
Look, these are
Oh,
basilisks.
What the hell
fucking
is that?
They curse you and you turn into stone.
They look like.
Actually, there's some
lizard
nice particle
frogs.
effects going on in this game. It really
Yes.
makes things ominous as they move
Yes. Actually, yeah. Speaking of particle effects, that's one of the reasons these the newer games on the PS4 and Xbox One look so nice, is because of these new fancy. Oh god, the engines just allow for millions of particles on screen at a time, rather than, a few thousand. It's such a huge difference.
One of the things you gotta realize in this game is like the short bow. It's only a temporary fix. If the enemy's got a shit ton of armor, it won't do a thing against them.
Yeah.
But yes, the particle effects. Sunset Overdrive. That looked friggin' amazing.
Yeah. Oh, Uncharted looked amazing too. The Division looked incredible.
It's like we finally realized that yes, this current gen or old gen now, Xbox 360, PS3 had limits that we're finally realizing. Yeah, they were kind of holding some stuff back.
Oh, definitely. That's the problem with consoles. Is in the first place is that as soon as they're released, they're
obsolete.
Their hardware is outdated in the first few months. So you get this sort of residual effect where developers still have to make these games for consoles.
I think that's a player that got petrified by
backers. I love that. That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah. There. Now he won't be an embarrassment to his family anymore.
Yeah. Oh, goddammit, where was I?
Where was I? Fucking spiders.
You made me love. Oh yeah. These developers have to keep making games that are compatible with this console hardware.
Console.
Yeah, and then you end up getting it kind of like I don't want to be those people where it's like, oh, console games are the source of every problem.
Too heavy to open.
Jeez.
And
You're so bad at this game you can't even open a door.
Thanks for noticing that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's actually a nice little effect they got going there. Anyways.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you also have to realize that if developers were to spend so much money and resources on games that only a fraction of PC players even could play, like that's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But I think right at this point, from experience, a lot of the general public doesn't know the capabilities of these new engines, of these new games, and I don't know. It's something to look forward to, definitely.
Yeah. Some of the games I was excited to see were there was this game called Oris. It had lovely Child of Light-ish art design and stuff. It's like that was capable. That could probably have been put on the Xbox 360. But then you look at games like I'm trying to think. Tom Clancy's The Division. Oh, look, it's walking through the spike.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, hey?
Yeah.
Like these new engines support lots of procedural stuff. They have new pipelines, which in layman's term is basically just kind of like the order the order that these developers work on things is they would refer to that as a pipeline, and a lot of these new engines have completely redone pipelines because of new programs.
Okay, look at that. Jesus,
I remember getting
Christ.
Freaked out from Skulltulas in the Ocarina of Time back when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Really?
But I was never that bad. Yeah, Skulltulas were scary.
They were.
I can totally see where you're coming from with that. Like as a childhood thing?
No,
I
games
was a child when I saw those when I wasn't scared.
Games were... Yeah, okay, fine. But
And I was a girl.
Oh.
Hey, gender doesn't mean a thing nowadays in terms of getting scared.
No, what was it, like, gender... Like, it doesn't really become a factor until, like, what was it, 7 years old? Something like that? I don't know. I can't remember. I'm trying to sound smart. Oops. Anyways, back to these engines.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yes.
It's a good thing they didn't hang one above my head.
Not back to the spiders, back to the engine.
Fuck the spiders.
Back to the engine discussion.
Okay.
Or not really discussion. These new pipelines, if anyone is interested who's still listening, is check out Endu and Dedu by... I know it sounds retarded, but it's these programs by Quixel, I believe they're called. And they are almost automated texturing and sort of modeling software that fits in with Photoshop, which is the industry's favorite tool right now.
That's good. This is
so the whole idea is that these new engines they're more sophisticated, so you can actually run them on the hardware that you have right now. I know people see these trailers and they say RIP my graphics card, but they don't actually understand that these engines are now more efficient. They're running on better ways to create these graphics and to create all these systems. And not only that, but a combination of the software that they're using and new engine interfaces, the games are also faster to make as well. With this new Quixel thing, you can make, let's say, a character that looks better than this. If I had to guess, I would say, a main character model, like the one that we're seeing on screen right now.
Alright, I'll just show this off.
Yep, from start to finish would possibly take, oh god, if you're very fast, a week. If you're moderately fast, about 3 weeks for a base character model.
Mhm.
With the new engines and the new software, they probably would be able to make an entire character in just a few days.
That is
And
impressive.
that is extremely important when you see more and more
Holy shit.
developers needing more and more assets. Like, look at Assassin's Creed 3 compared to Assassin's Creed 2. Look at just like the newspapers, the bays of hail,
Jesus.
all this stuff that's just lying around the city. And then you look at Assassin's Creed 2 and everything is boxes.
Can you spot anything from the distance?
No, just run in.
No.
Yeah, come on, man.
No.
No, we need to keep this video interesting. We need to have you
Die.
react and die and lose all your souls and maybe lose your shit too. That would be fun.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
rage a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, one of the big things right now is outsourcing studios who do nothing but props for video games. They may not be as maybe okay. They may not be as big as I'm making them sound out to be, but lots of companies like EA and Ubisoft are using outsourcing.
No, I'm not trying that shortcut. Oh, you gotta walk across these things. I'm just imagining in my head millions of
Go,
little
go,
spiders.
Do it.
Go, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on.
It's awesome.
You know, spider webs are, materially speaking, one of the strongest substances on Earth in terms of tensile strength.
Natural substance.
Jesus
There it is.
fucking
There it
Christ.
is. That's
Natural
what kills
substances.
people.
Fuck you.
Ah,
Yes. Spider silk.
How are
Spider
people
web.
dying so much?
Because they're probably not half as terrified as Kyle is right now, and from experience, being terrified in this game is very helpful not to die, but will also probably double or triple your game time.
No, I'm trying to complete it so I can actually be done with this game because
Yeah.
I'm recording all the footage for the Game of the Year awards at 2-dash.com this year, so. Oh, shush. The old roll.
I kind of find it unfortunate that you haven't been invaded yet, because that's always hilarious. It's so
Just
intense.
waiting for your demise.
Oh, it might not even be demise. Basically, invading is someone...
Do you spot anything?
No.
Because I
No,
know
I
there's a
think you
boss
should.
through that fog
There's
door.
no more enemies, just run ahead.
No, fuck you! I'm not getting ambushed by 60 spiders and losing my humanity so I can't summon an ally for this boss fight.
What's the worst thing that'll happen?
I'll
There's
die and I won't
blood
be able to summon
stains
enemies.
everywhere on the webs. Just
I
everywhere.
know, right?
Like, just run in there. Like,
Just
how,
come
like,
on, man,
every
it's
other-
fine.
Every other guy just ran in there too, and they're all dead.
It's gonna come up behind you.
Where all the spots are, you know.
Can
a
you
spider
stop
is.
that, please?
When you walk past a bloodstain and you haven't been ambushed by an enemy yet, it means it's gonna spawn behind you.
Yeah.
So be even more afraid.
Oh,
And the spiders get bigger and bigger.
Oh,
there's
Jesus.
one. There it is.
Fuck.
There it is.
Okay,
This is
you know, I have a lock-on bow. Fucker. Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
see one in the distance.
Where?
I thought I saw one.
There he is.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch under
Oh yeah,
there.
good eye. I didn't.
Thank you.
Swarm.
Okay, I can't shoot through the spider webs. That's good, maybe. It'll protect me from distance attacks. Okay, where are these fucks? Because they only take 2 hits. I see. There's one.
Oh, there's one coming. Oh, there's
He's
a
gonna
bunch
get
of
you,
them.
Kyle.
Shit, there's a
Shut
lot
up.
of them. There's
You're
a
throwing off my
lot.
aim.
They're everywhere. This is the beehive.
Jesus Christ.
I hope. Oh man, those white
There's
walls,
gonna be one big mother spider.
those fog walls psych me out so much.
Yeah, they do.
'Cause
Jesus
usually
fucking Christ.
The first time you see a fog wall in Dark Souls 1, mind you, first time you see a fog wall is right before the first boss. And the thing is, you don't even realize this. They do not tell you that there's a boss through the fog wall.
So
and
it's supposed to lose fight?
no. You open the door. You walk. You walk through the fog wall, right?
Okay, do you see
and
anything
you're
else?
at a balcony, okay? And you're looking down, and you see this boss, and then he looks up and sees you, right? And this is your first playthrough of the game. You don't want to jump down and fight the guy because, well, you just finished running away from him, right?
I'll just increase the brightness.
So what he does
Yeah,
is he
there's
jumps
more
up. If you wait
Yeah.
too long,
There you are, you fuck.
And there's another one over there in the corner.
if you wait too long, he jumps up and he one shots you with his hammer.
Yeah.
And that kind of that's a very good introduction to Dark Souls. But yeah, these fog walls, they always psych me out because they're not always entrances to boss fights, and sometimes you just get yourself worked up.
See that other one?
Yeah, I saw that one under the bridge.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had to turn up the brightness all the way. I'm finding it hard to, like... Oh, there's one. Fuck you, spider monkey. Spiders, spiders, spiders. You know my favorite song, System of a Down, is Spiders?
Really?
Oh, Jesus, fuck you! Fuck you! Asswipe!
I think I'm a Toxicity fan. I like that song. No.
It's okay, I can move. There we go. My god! Okay, one at a time. Okay, so, obviously E3 is the biggest media event in the world, but Nintendo actually did so many good things this time.
Yeah, I was happy. I've always kind of been on Nintendo's side, even though they kind of dropped the ball with the Wii U. I always felt it was the strongest console out of the three.
Mm. Well, in terms of property,
crazy.
in terms of property, the IPs, they have the lion's share of shit. Twilight Herd. Okay, so
There's finally like a good selection of their first party games. It's about time. Even though I really wish they would kind of use that screen a little bit more.
yeah, well, you can't win every fight. I mean, look at the
No,
Xbox and the Kinect.
I don't know. They always tack it on though. Like it's always like, oh, play Batman, but
I know that fucker's out there. Where did he go?
The screen is the menu. It's like, oh, revolutionary. Yeah, they could be using it for so much better things. Where?
Oh, there.
Uh,
You fucking pricks. Dark
Yeah.
Souls, I fucking hate you.
They could be using it for so many better. Imagine a game that's kind of like D&D, where one person is like the dungeon master, and they kind of like have control over, everyone else who's playing the game, right? Maybe it's even they had that.
Oh, here's a summon.
They had that game. What was it called? I don't know if you remember. It was like one player actually plays a boss, and it's up to the other players to take him down. I believe it's an online game. It hasn't been released yet, but I've seen
Oh, there,
previews and
fuck.
trailers for it. Do you know what
Okay,
I'm talking
I'm just
about?
gonna sword this guy.
I don't think he does. He's too busy
Yeah,
spidering.
it's too, yeah.
Sorry, what game was it again?
I don't know. I was wondering if you. If you
Describe it again, sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
there you
Spider's
are.
doing that.
One player is the boss,
Mhm.
and a bunch of other people are trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was called.
That sounds like that old multiplayer
No,
game
it's
old
not out yet.
multiplayer mode called King of the Hill.
It's not out yet. But it looked pretty
Jesus
cool.
Christ, you prick
Um,
spider.
But yeah, that would be a great way to utilize that one screen, right? I mean, you can have 4 other dudes, and one guy is like the boss or the DM or the god of the game, and
Mhm.
he's spawning stuff, and I don't know. There's a lot of opportunity for games that are kind of like one-sided, or not one-sided, that are asymmetrical multiplayer like that.
I'm terrified out of my goddamn fucking mind.
Come
right
on,
now.
man.
Okay, you do not have arachnophobia. You don't know my fucking pain.
Oh well, should have let someone else play.
I'm not letting you play and fucking lose all my souls, bitch. All right. I love
Go.
that the summoning of allies allies as optional sometimes. Like players will leave just based on whether they feel like it. All right.
Who's this?
Raiden Rampage.
Is
Hello,
he-
internet friend.
Oh, he's actually a dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know he's gonna be on YouTube.
Hello, Raiden Rampage. All right.
Go through.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm going.
I don't think he cares enough.
Is he not gonna come?
Yeah, he's coming. He's just doing his thing. Uh-oh.
Okay, here's a big boss that I read it on
It's
the.
a spider?
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Do you want to play? Do you want to play?
Yeah, I'll play.
No, not you. Do you know how to play?
Alright, I'll play. Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
fucking Christ.
Okay, so which one was
Here's the audio.
which button was fight?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
No, I
You
got
fucking prick! Don't die.
All the wires are tangled. I'm like,
You have allies. Don't die.
alright, we got this. Ah, yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Is our friend through yet?
Yeah. Both your friends are through. They'll take care of the spiders.
All right, we got
Focus
this.
on the big guy.
The big guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
the big one. I heard that if you stay close, you can dodge her attacks quite easily.
Yeah.
So stay within her legs.
Okay. Oh God.
Try and get your stamina back.
What's with the camera, dude?
Okay, fuck off.
You had the camera reversed. I can't play like that.
Okay. Okay, so she has armor.
Oh jeez.
It's okay, I have an Estus flask. Okay, you know what? I can just range attack this fucking bitch.
Yeah, it's distracted by the Void dude.
Yeah, who's doing very well for himself, actually.
Yeah, there's an NPC summon in the first game. I think oh God, Lortrek was his name. He's like this paladin. He's like the Sun Knight or something like that. And you summon him during one of this golem boss fight. And during your first playthrough, he's totally able to kill the boss by himself.
Oh shit. Well, that's a bullshit attack.
Nice. One thing I noticed about Dark Souls game is that, or the Dark Souls franchise, I guess in general, all the bosses have like, you know, the ground pound move. And it always throws off my style because I always play the the heavy tank. It doesn't go too well.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm a bowman, and bows actually don't do that much damage against, like, bosses.
Yeah.
So it's just like a game where you're just, like, going, oh, no.
It's looks to me like it's the game where you have the NPC distract the boss while you shoot it. I believe. Oh.
Okay, so the boss is almost down. Thank God I have these NPCs, because apparently this is one of the toughest bosses in the game.
Really?
Yeah. The Deer Dukes Frazier, I think she's called.
Would it be Freya or would it be Freya?
I don't know.
Your friends are here.
Yeah. So it's good.
Like
Oh.
There you go.
It's not that big.
Oh, Jesus Christ, look at this thing. It's massive. Uh-oh, shit. Go.
One of my favorite bosses, I know you didn't play much of Dark Souls 1, but there's a boss, or I should say bosses, called, oh god, Ornstein and Smoke? And it's like these two dudes, one of them's like a dragon knight, and the other's this huge sort of like executioner golem dude with a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
God, that took me forever to beat.
Yeah, actually...
I refused to summon the NPC, and I refused to get any player help. I was like so mad at these bosses. But all the more memorable for it.
Okay, do you think I can go in for the kill?
Yeah, go.
Oh, shit.
Go, man.
Do it.
it's got armor on too. Shit.
Oh no, he's dead! Right before it died! He died!
Oh, poor bastard. I would have received a sunlight medal if he had lived.
Oh man, that's funny.
You died yet?
No, he didn't die.
Okay, so this has like 3 durability, so I can't use that bow anymore.
Your
Friend.
poor buddy, you left him to die.
Hey, I didn't leave him to die. He charged in. What is this? Great soul embrace. What is this? Great soul embraced. I don't know what a great soul is. I've been reading the Wiki. You know the weird thing about the message system in this game is like you can only leave pre-written messages almost.
Well, good.
Yeah, so
Thank
people
God.
come up with creative ways to say something that needs more nuance than what is there.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? I want to kill it.
It's the
head.
spider's head.
Nice.
Nice. I'm gonna play some soccer with it. I'm not actually afraid of big spiders. I mean, tarantulas I'm fine with, but these small spindly legs of some of the smaller ones are what get me. Like conceptually, you know.
Yeah. I know what you mean. What do they call it? Mass Effect. You played Mass Effect, right?
Yes.
The Rachni.
Yeah, the
First time I played through Mass Effect, the Rachni kind of freaked me out. I don't know. I think it was their little antennas when they ran around. Their antennas were kind of like on ragdoll.
Mm-hmm.
And like the first time I played the game, I didn't really expect them, and suddenly there's these like shrimp bugs like running at me.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of freaky.
Ooh, Lord's private chamber.
Oh yeah, I love these library levels. I think.
Is this a?
Kill it. Kill it. Yeah.
Essential
Oh,
NPC.
yeah. No, a top prompt would have come up earlier.
Fair enough.
Wait. Why did I get so many goddamn items?
Did you get humanity from him?
Um,
Then he wasn't hollow.
no, he was hollow. Look at his skin. It was green.
Kind of.
Oh shit.
Were you not supposed to kill him?
Maybe.
Why? What do you
Destroy.
lose?
Okay, it looks like he was an enemy. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so let's see what I got. And there's a fair amount of equipment in this game too, which is really impressing me.
Yeah, I was really happy with that in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like there's more in this.
This one becomes really important if you die, because hollow actually they'll reduce it to 50% of your total health.
Really? That's what cursing used to do.
Yeah.
That's why those basilisks were so...
So this reduces that.
It kind of
penalty.
like forces you to play online a little bit then, I guess.
No, actually.
No? Well, I mean, playing online would be like, have humanity active.
So I actually have a lot of junk that I can sell to a merchant, because there's one merchant in the game who now buys junk. Like, complete shit that you don't use.
Yeah, there's only one dude in the first Dark Souls that did that, and you only had access to him when you were about halfway through the game.
Mm-hmm. Is there a secret passage? There's gotta be a secret passage. So I'm just
There
pressing
has
A.
to be.
I didn't figure out for the longest time that in this game, instead of actually like revealing themselves when you strike them, illusory walls.
Yeah.
You have to actually just press A in them in this game. So I was striking some of them and I was like, oh.
Nice.
So apparently I've missed a lot of items.
Be wary of tough enemy.
Tough
Right in your head. Uh-oh.
There it is.
Oh.
Is that a bonfire?
Oh, fuck. Okay, I have another bow.
Oh, is it damaged?
No, fuck, I don't have any bolts equipped. Son of a bitch. Okay. Fuck you!
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Man, that fucker deals a lot of stamina, dude.
I love
Where's
the motion.
his head?
Yeah, he has no head.
What the hell?
He's headless. Ah, man, I love the motion blur
I
in this
thought he
game.
had a head to begin with, but he
Okay.
didn't, or...
The motion blur was a bit much in the first one, but it's like perfect in this game.
Fucking hell, that was stupid.
Did you
You
kill
got
him?
this, dude. Fight him with
No,
me.
no. I just need to switch to my longbow, because
He's
I'm
gonna
not sure
come
about this
running
enemy. I don't want to
behind
die
you.
to him just yet, so I'm going to switch to my longbow.
Behind you.
Shut up. I know he's behind me.
I doubt he's
Spider.
anything like Havel. In the first game would
Did he-
one-shot you.
Okay.
As soon as you walked through a door. Yeah, he was the worst.
Oh shit, he's actually pretty well armored. Okay, so I'll have to fight him in the open.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You got this. He's not even that dark.
He has no fucking head.
Yeah. Oh, he takes off a lot of stamina though, eh?
Yeah, he does.
Because he has no head.
One of the toughest enemies in the game doesn't do a lot of damage. He just does a lot of stamina damage.
Who's that?
Oh.
Oh. Well, it was always kind of. It was kind of like a rule of thumb in the first Dark Souls, where the more damage they would take off, the more stamina damage it would do. But.
Oh fuck! Oh. Fuck off.
There's blood all over his swords.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Okay, I better not fucking die.
Yeah, what is that
I've
little
heard-
fire in the middle?
Oh, that's the bonfire. That's the checkpoint.
Oh.
Backstab that shit.
Die!
Nah, you got him. You got him.
Is he dead?
Easy.
He's
Yeah,
dead. Vengarl.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I've heard people complain about the hitboxes in this game. I don't know what that's about. Apparently, they have some sort of new algorithm to calculate the hitboxes in this game, and people who are running it on PC.
Apparently, there's input lag.
Yeah, well,
From what I've heard.
apparently, people who are running over 60 frames per second, or maybe it's 24, whatever, which one it is.
Ooh, a primal bonfire. So this is actually one of the main bosses of the first half of the game that I just defeated.
Nice.
Me and whoever that poor fuck was. I apologize to whoever that was. You put up a good fight, and then you died. Just like me against the Rotten. He was this close to death. Like, this close to death, and I went in and he insta-killed me.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Rotten.
Nice smoke.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm, it is. If I had died right there to that Vengarl,
Yeah, that would have been good.
I'd had to fight my way through all those spiders again. I don't think I could have done it. Okay, so here's Majula. It's the main hub area of the game.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna remove that. I'm going to re-equip my short bow. And what this hub area does is obviously it's okay. Do I have any souls of lost soldiers? No, I just have dear free freight. However you fucking pronounce that. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is instead of leveling up, I'm gonna make sure I have a full stock of arrows and stuff. Reinforce. You can also reinforce weapons and armor. I think was that in the first game?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it stacks, so I have a fairly powerful short bow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much. I don't know if this is effective or not. This poison one, because every time I've used it, I haven't been able to actually poison an enemy with it yet. So the Hide Knight sword is amazing. Like, it's fucking brilliant. And I have all the armor I need. Oh, sorry, didn't buy my arrows.
So what happens if you were to kill that guy? Can you kill him?
Yes, you can.
He doesn't come back though.
No, you can resurrect him. I think.
you?
Yeah.
Oh.
In this game,
Couldn't do it in the first one. First one, if you accidentally killed a shopkeeper, because like I don't know, maybe they spooked you. It's happened. And then basically he doesn't come back. They give you a bunch of items and gold or soul, a bunch of items and souls when you kill him.
Mhm.
But and then you realize that you weren't supposed to do it.
I like how you're basically allowed to kill everyone and anything.
Yeah, they
A lot
don't
of
even
games
fight back.
Don't allow that.
It kind of gives everything a disturbing kind of vibe. 2033, because I like to have.
Oh, Jesus, it's been an hour already.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, we're almost done. We can talk forever if we want to.
Yeah, here.
Fuck you, Kyle. I can lock you in, you know. He has a wife, you know. It looks like you got. Ooh, you can actually buy back some of the stuff that's been sold. So you can buy back Pate's helm. Oh, that's interesting. Page.
Whoa! Go back to that for a second.
What?
Go back to that for a second. Okay, never mind. False alarm.
What?
It just, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. It looked exactly like the Artorias Great Shields from Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1.
Kill her.
Your soul has grown
Kill
strong.
her.
No, she's the way I level up.
Oh. After you level up, then kill her.
No.
Wait, you can't level up at bonfires anymore?
Then just summon her.
No,
again.
no, you have to go to her to level up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so that this makes it the main hub area of the game, which I don't mind. I don't
Well,
mind
there's
traveling to hub areas because this is a place of refuge in this decaying storm that is Dranglaic.
There's one in Dark Souls 1.
Alright.
But you could just level up at any old bonfire.
So health is not so important in this game. If you can't dodge or block shit, then health isn't important because your enemies will just kill you.
Well, it's for tanks.
Yeah. Vitality, equipment load. I got a pretty decent equipment load right now. Adaptability, which gives you invincibility frames during your dodge rolls.
Okay.
And it's actually, that becomes very, very important.
That's
so,
new.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a good
I
idea,
actually
actually.
have 11,000 souls left. So I'm going to level up based on those characteristics.
Cool.
Basically, characters you meet throughout the game, if you exhaust their dialogue, they'll give you special items,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll return. Most of them will return to Majula or stay permanently in one place.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is actually a seller of rings and stuff. That
That's
are-
also a similar mechanic in the first one.
Mhm.
Be safe.
Oh, I'm going to show you Covenants return from Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
So I'm actually in, I think it's the Sunlight.
Right, yeah.
I'm just going to make sure my weapon durability is back up to snuff.
Well,
But the Sunlight Covenant,
yeah, that allows you to, I believe...
it's a PvP medal, I think.
I thought it was a PvE.
No, oh yeah, you summon
you find-
fellow Covenant members to fight bosses, and if they survive and you succeed,
Yeah.
you receive a Sunlight medal.
I thought you could always do that, but the that covenant allows you to see more people
Mhm.
online, and it does give you the additional sunlight medal.
This is the Covenant of Champions. Now, what this does is bullshit, because I entered it in my first playthrough. I didn't know what a Covenant was, I didn't know what the heck they were doing. It basically made every enemy in the game twice as tough.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So for a lower level character, that's fucking horrible. Alright, I'm gonna show you the piglets.
Yeah. Let's see.
See that?
Oh, and here's the well.
Oh, is that the one that you died from?
Yep. So
The moon door.
look how far down that is.
Nice.
Yeah. Basically, look at that ladder. Fucking prick. You deserve to die. You just don't get it, dude. Yeah, well, you're fucking dead now, prick.
I don't think anyone knows what you're talking about.
No, well, there's this guy who sells you these ladders to get down this pit without dying from the fall damage. So he sold me that first one right there, and I just started to climb down it thinking I could survive the fall.
Right, and then you died.
Yeah, but the thing is, I let go around that rung right there.
Oh.
For some stupid reason, my character just let go, so I killed the fucker. Because he pissed me off, and I can do that in this game. Alright, here's the piggies.
Aww. Cute. They're really cute.
I think I just killed all three of them with one swipe.
Aww. Please.
Yeah, I think the lore of this game is quite compelling, but it's also lore that actually has some in-game effects rather than just Skyrim, where it's like, oh, here's some lore and some to the side quests that you're doing. So those primal bonfires, they'll actually light up on this map. I didn't realize this was a map the first time I came in this room. So
It's kind of cool.
yeah, it's a nice little element.
Even more flames have appeared.
And back in early game, if you come down here after you meet that guy for the first time, he'll give you a key. But if you come down here, there's a skeleton that'll attack you. And that
Is it
skeleton,
like a reassembling skeleton?
it's like a mini boss almost.
Oh.
Wait, is this? Did it respawn?
I don't know.
Oh. Twinkling. Ooh, shit.
Nice.
That's good. Alright, so, what do you... Nice.
Nice.
11,111 souls.
Just noticed.
Is that really high?
That was just 1111.
One.
One. That extra one.
What's 111,111
What?
times 111,111,111?
I don't know.
Apparently, it's a sequence of numbers that basically perfectly goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh, is
8,
it?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uh,
Yeah. Alright, so what am I doing? Okay, so where do you feel like going out of these locations here?
I don't know.
The green fog.
Okay. Poison pool, fuck you. Now we are traveling. So E3 was a very, very good event. Like, in terms of the game showed, like, the hype actually delivered on, in terms of a conference.
Yeah.
Nintendo, though, I think won that event, simply because they came with all of their full strength.
Guns out, yeah.
Even though they weren't technically at E3.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a Nintendo fanboy, but I do feel a lot of the times I'm kind of like rooting for them, at the very least, when people are like, saying that the Wii U is the worst release since the, oh god, what's it called? What was the 3D console?
Like nothing.
Well, I need him to smash open this friggin' wall here. Oh, fuck off.
Almost. Big giant, eh?
Yeah, he is. Is that gonna break or what? Come on, I know you got a physical attack. No.
Yeah.
What?
I'd say that's a good place to end it.
Fuck no. It's only 9:30, you fucking asshole. We're going until 10:30. You're gonna take that. Okay, so now that I'm hollow, I will want to. What should I get rid of? Attack power or stamina?
You have
Recovery.
To do that? Why do you have to do that?
To limit my HP reduction when hollow.
Oh, you don't have any more humanity?
No, humanity itself is gone. So basically, all you have is human effigies. I'm just gonna fucking snipe this bastard prick. Man, that guy misses. Fucker.
There you go.
There we go. All my souls have returned to me. Oh, here's a dick move. If you go past this area, there's an ambush of like 12 scythe-wielding fatties.
Oh, really?
12. I counted. I'm not going back in. And you can't jump back over the rocks because your character is a fucking retard. It's one of those things. The thing I do find iffy about this game is the level design is just contrived bullshit. No, it's poison. I'll die.
Why?
Because it's poison.
Well, maybe some people want to show them what that looks like.
No. Actually, I do have some. Does poison affect this fucker? Oh, I would guess not. He's standing in poison mist, so he's not gonna be affected by poison.
Looks like he's in the poison right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's phasing him.
One thing I do admire about this game is that it's my introduction to the Dark Souls universe, so it's my nostalgia as opposed to everyone else getting their nostalgia off of Dark Souls 1. So,
Wait, what do you mean nostalgia?
well, it's my view of the series.
Because
know what
you
I mean?
haven't played
Right.
very much of Dark Souls 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like you're getting your biases from Dark Souls 2 rather than Dark Souls 1.
That fat bastard is really tough. I hate these fuckers.
That's always been something I've considered when, like, a lot of games that have the nostalgia things directed towards them. I always wonder how people would view the games if, like, let's say the sequels had come out in a different order. Like if Mass Effect 3 came out first.
Yeah, I don't think people would be loving the series as much because it would start off on a bad note.
Oh, and Mass Effect 1 didn't?
No, Mass Effect 1, it has its problems, but there was no moment in there where it was like, you know what, this is complete and utter bullshit.
It was the
Maybe-
last 5 minutes of Mass Effect 3, though.
Yes.
All in all, I feel like, it was much more polished than the first one.
Yes,
Up
but the
until-
first
up
one
until the end.
is the only one I think that has a significant sense of hard sci-fi atmosphere. You know what I mean? Like hard sci-fi, like aliens kind of sci-fi, where everyone's a mercenary with mercenary motives and shit, and the universe is a dangerous place.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not that... It's
And
not...
whereas Mass Effect 2 took kind of more the action-adventure kind of sci-fi route.
Right.
Oh shit.
I don't know. I didn't really feel it was very hard sci-fi at all. I felt it was more space opera, for sure.
Yeah, I think Mass Effect 3 is actually the space opera-iest of the... Oh, shit.
Flipped you. What the?
He just died from poison.
Nice.
That wasn't applied by me, but I get the souls anyway, because he's a fatty, he's a fatty, he's a fatty. Do, 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 do. Look at my windmill. Behold.
Right.
Is there nothing else to talk about?
I don't know. I can't think of
What games are you excited for? Like coming up like next year or later this year?
Next year
Or later this year?
or later this
Because there's still 6 months to go.
I don't know. As cool as like a lot of, I am looking forward to just the new wave of games, but I don't think I'm looking forward to anything in specific. Like I don't really have a list. Oh.
Do 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 do. All right, so there's one fatty down there. You think I can take him?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Titanite shards. Ooh.
Ah! Whoa.
See what I mean about these fuckers? I hate them. They're cheap because all they do is like blast you down.
That's not really cheap.
I think it's cheap. Because really, there's only one way you can avoid that, and it's like it's such a painfully dull tactic. It's like, oh,
Wait, don't get hit.
no, fuck that. I'd love for this game to actually have a tiny bit more leeway when you make a mistake, rather than just insta killing you.
That's the whole point of the series.
Yeah, but still, it's like, well, is that a summon sign in the middle of a fucking pool of poison, or is that just the flames reflecting off
I
it?
don't know. Maybe you can lower the level.
No, not. I've been through this area at least 13 times.
Oh, well then, okay.
How many
Fatties,
times
fatties,
did you
fatties.
die?
I died 3 times in this area because of those fat fucks. I'm an angry person. Dude,
What are those exactly? What are those things?
those are acid-spitting mushrooms, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay,
nice.
so I think I'll try to see if the poison works better on these fuckers. But first, oh fuck, I pressed the parry button. Parry actually doesn't work as well because you gotta time it even more precisely from what I hear than in Dark Souls 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ooh. Alright. Get your yayas out. Boom! Oh shit, die! Assholes. Alright, so I'm gonna see if poison works very well on these guys. Alright, come here. Come here. Good thing about these guys is that they're very slow.
Uh-oh.
Get up, you fat bastard. He weighs a metric ton. His name, Fat Bastard. I love Austin Powers movies. They're stupid, but they're...
I keep hearing rumors of a new one, but...
Nah, Mike Myers is past his prime. There's no way it's gonna happen anymore because he doesn't have the clout he used to have.
Well,
Shrek was his golden moment, and then wasted it.
I don't really think...
Do you want to play through an Xbox Live indie game? We could probably not do one.
I think I'm good for tonight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely sure.
Oh, then we're keeping playing this thing.
Oh,
Here, you can play for a while if you want.
I'm gonna die. Let's go,
Well,
let's
you
go.
can die now. They don't have any humanity.
Yeah, man. Headshot still stagger in this game?
No.
Really? Why?
From what I can figure, no. I don't know why they changed it. Right bumper for shield. Yes, you got it.
I don't know.
I think I could take one of these guys down.
Yeah. Backstab, man. Backstab him.
I've never actually done that against one of those fat fucks.
Uh-huh.
Green blossom, because we're high on life.
Alright, where are we going? Where are we going?
I feel better about myself, and so should you.
Where are we going? Up here?
If you want.
Up here?
This was a boss area.
Yep. Where's the next place through here?
And this boss was actually pretty easy for me. I don't think I had to... I think I did summon one phantom, but it was an NPC phantom, so it just wasn't really that... Oh, wait.
Phantom.
Lower your shield.
Why?
Because stamina recovers faster when you're not raising your shield.
Well, yeah, but this is safe.
Oh, no.
Just walk right off.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, be
Yeah.
careful in this area, because two enemies will aggro you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Watch out for the fat fuck.
Gotcha. Oh, that was a dumb idea.
Yeah. That's why I hate those fucks, because... Watch out, don't back up too far. Ooh, you got this down pat. You just don't know the levels. Oh, fuck you, you're better at this game than me, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You haven't even played this game, you fucking... Watch out, archers to your side. I should just aggro that guy first because he deals high stamina damage.
Ow, don't bite me.
Yeah.
You must be a joy. Hi, I'm quirky. Oh, watch your health.
Yeah. I got it. You why don't you have a Estus flask up all the time? Like, always.
Because throwing knife is essential to some battles.
I say.
Watch out, another archer. So, just shoot that guy first.
What, this guy?
Yeah, that guy first, and
Oh,
just
okay.
bait him.
I am the master baiter. Oops. Jesus.
The AI in this game is kind of stupid.
Yeah, no, they've always kind of been like that. It's always really just one step at a time, sort of. Oh my god.
You actually got to aim in this game, Brandon?
Yeah, I forgot. Ow. Oh my god, you're a pain in the ass.
Can you still play if I tickle your feet?
No, I can't. Oh god.
It's a challenge.
Wow.
I'm testing.
Get on my level.
Good job. Good show, mate. To your left?
I know.
No,
What do
they'll
you
come down the ladder.
Oh,
Two
the
of them.
ladder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch out.
Oops, I got hit. Oh no! Ah!
Watch out for stamina.
Oh. Oh, it's a little bit faster than before. I died. Here you go. Have this.
You died. I can't believe
I
it.
did. That's what
Okay,
this
I
game
want
is
to
about.
try. I
That's
want
what
to try
this
this
game is about.
backstabbing method that you showed off.
Yeah. You didn't know about it?
No. Fuck off.
Jeez, man.
No!
You know, if I had it my way, we'd be playing Resident Evil 6 as well.
No!
So now I just gotta get back to that guy without dying
Yeah.
and retrieve my 20,000 souls. Fun. Why didn't you rest at the bonfire that you passed by, you prick?
I don't know.
I don't know. You know what's weird? You know that CIA agent in the beginning of Dark Knight Rises? That's Peter Baelish.
I don't know the CIA agent.
You know the guy who Bane meets at the plane?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fun little factoid.
Yep.
These guys don't seem to aggro you if you don't attack them. Yeah, man.
We need to buy milk, Brendan.
I know, we need to buy a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Groceries, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm living on $100 worth of groceries in my cupboards right now. For the month.
Nice.
It's not bad living.
Yeah, backstabbing. Backstabbing.
It's a bit
Nope.
easier living on that with one person.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 4 people.
Yeah, I'm low maintenance, like, comparatively. I mean, you look at this place, it's not that dirty for one person.
Nah.
And I just had to do a bit of light cleanup before you guys came over. To hide all the socks. Crusty socks. I'm weird. So, final conclusions about E3, maybe Dark Souls 2 as well, because this is looking like a solid Game of the Year contender for me.
Yeah, I could see it. I got pretty heavy into the first one. I haven't finished it yet, but
So do you say that you like the first one better than the second?
I don't know. I haven't played enough of this one. This one feels a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I can definitely. The
Does it?
controls are smooth. Like the camera is the only thing that's wonky about actually controlling things. Because the lock on is infuriating in this game. Because it'll lock onto an enemy 60 feet away when there's an enemy right in front of you about to bash you with a spear. Fuck
The
this
first
game.
one seems a bit gloomier to me.
Yeah, it is gloomier.
like-
One thing I have noticed about Dark Souls 1, just watching videos of it, it has a unique sense of dread. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think this game
And
has come
I
close to
like
emulating.
that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think this one needs a bit more of that.
Yeah, atmosphere.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a bit more. Of
Yeah,
a
it does
gloomy-
kind of lack. So far, from what I've seen, is that I don't think there's as much of a smooth transition from one area to the other. But again, I wouldn't know because I haven't played through it in the intended way.
Oh,
I've
fuck
been
off,
kind of
you
just jumping
dumbass.
areas. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah. One thing, this game still does an atmosphere incredibly well. I think it's just shooting for a different kind of atmosphere, where Dark Souls was all
Yeah.
about the decay of death. This is more like a general societal decay, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's the feeling I'm getting from this game at the very least.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to have as unified of a color palette between areas.
Which I think I would argue is a slightly good thing, because a game that just sticks to one color palette can be kind of boring.
No, I mean one area to the next has just kind of like you can see when you transition from areas in Dark Souls 1 that it'll turn suddenly from like a purple to like more of a red hue. Like all the lighting changes, all the filters change, and stuff like this. Where this seems very,
One.
wood is wood color, rock is rock color. No filter, no post processing.
Yeah, my first impressions of this game are actually not that good, because I looked at the texture quality of one of the walls in the
Right.
opening tutorial area, and I was like, oh man. But this game has started to grow on me, because there's vast, empty areas full of enemies that want to kill you and harm you in the worst ways possible.
Yeah.
You lose your humanity fighting for them. You just become a robot, chained to patterns and no emotions. You're just a cold-hearted killer.
I've always liked the
Which
art
one-
design.
Which one's harder, do you think, enemy-wise? The first or the second?
Well, he hasn't played too much of this game, so
I haven't played
But
too
from
many.
what you've seen.
But from what I've
before.
seen and from what I've heard, I feel like the first one is harder.
yeah, because what I hear is Dark Souls had a bit more emphasis on
Yeah.
shithouse level design, screwing you over.
Not so much. It was very you need to pay attention level design. It wasn't so much just screwing you over. I don't think I was ever. I think the only time I was ever screwed over was returning to the tutorial area. There's just a floor that suddenly breaks open, and you end up fighting a boss that's probably way too strong for your level. But he kills you instantly, and then when you revive, your souls are up on the ledge before the floor crumbles. So I mean, like it doesn't. It's unforgiving, but it's at least fair about it.
Okay, I'm willing to test out your theory, but I don't want to get aggroed by two of these fucks at the same time.
What theory?
The stab in the back.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's got a
Yeah.
pretty big.
For instance, you're at level 90 something right now.
99, I think.
Yeah,
I actually think I'm a level 100, because I did level up, remember?
Yeah, and I was seeing it was only taking
Oh, fuck.
15,000 souls maybe to level you up.
Okay, I gotta run, because
Is
two
that-
of them aggroed.
Does that sound about right?
Oh, sorry?
it takes about. It looked like from what I remember, it was like 15,000 souls for you to level up.
It scales.
Yeah, I
in
know
the
it
beginning.
scales in Dark Souls 1 as well.
Yeah.
But for instance, I'm only around level 90
Oh, shit.
something in Dark Souls 1, and it's taking me about 50 to 60,000 souls or something like that to level up. And the enemies also seem to give out less souls.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, I think from what I've heard, these ones actually give out more souls slightly.
Hmm?
I think these enemies give out more souls slightly from what I've heard.
Oh, that's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, where is this fuck?
Where is
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Come on, man. I don't know why.
All right, okay, tell me how to do this.
Ah, just back up, and you have to pay attention because his arms swing kind of back and forth. His shoulders move, but you have to pay attention to his feet,
Oh,
the
okay.
position of his feet. So you have to be behind him, and the way he swings, it's gonna look like it's a little closer to his weapon side.
All right.
And then you just press the light attack button, and he does a backstab.
Yeah, I do know that you have to press the light attack button,
Okay.
but I was just wondering because I'm not the most physically able kind of like controller person.
Right. Got you. No, you have to be hugged quite closely to him.
Well, that was bullshit. I was right behind him.
No, you were close enough.
Okay,
You have
so
to hug it.
I just need to get to my. Once we get to my souls, then we can quit. Does that sound good to you?
All right. You're gonna die again on purpose, aren't you?
No, because those souls are valuable. I heard you could like knock these down with fire arrows, but you can't. It looks like
It's a lie.
because there's stairs here and it's infuriating me.
Oh, you can't get up?
Well, I tried,
Oh. Well,
but
there you go.
you can't step over it. I literally
You can't run and jump again?
I tried.
Yeah, run.
I'm trying.
You should.
Fuck.
You can't run into the corner? Maybe? Nah. What does the message say? Nah. Screw it.
Yeah. Alright, so.
Oh yeah, there was a bonfire.
You dumbass. I'm sorry, Brandon. You're a dear friend.
Yeah.
Yep. Dear friend. Yeah. Do. You know, there's enemies in the Iron Keep who like. Oh, whoops.
Huh?
There's enemies in the Iron Keep. They have crossbows that have 3 times the range of your short bow. You having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like a pilot.
Yeah.
Yay!
You look like a Russian bomber pilot.
So,
Not really. So,
will I get to fly helicopters?
yeah, just let's get
Someday.
let's start the one up that we
Did you ask your dad
had.
about that when you Skyped him?
No.
Alright, so.
You
I
should.
didn't think you were coming in September.
Hmm?
I didn't think you were coming.
I'm not.
There you go.
Yeah.
You did it.
Sweet.
You did it.
I did it. I'm a big boy now. I sounded creepy saying that.
Go. Kill yourself. There you go.
You ever seen the Mr. T versus Mr. Rogers rap battle?
Mr. Rogers won that one.
Yeah, he did. Epic rap battles are history is an interesting little thing. I mean, they're not. Their rhymes are bad. Like, they're bad. They're not even good rappers, but they still make an entertaining video. Alright, come here, you fuck. Watch this guy. See? Spear.
Don't die.
I'm not gonna die.
What if you die?
Yeah, what if?
Come back here, you fuck.
Look at that. You hitting the shield.
He's coming there,
Oh, he almost stepped off there. That would have been so
You
sweet.
could probably kick him off the ledge.
yeah. Yeah, kick him. He doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. He seems a bit drunk.
Yeah. He's just kind of stuck. There you
Oh,
go.
I thought he was still alive. Fuck.
Liar.
Liar. Alright, we're almost there. And let's take a detour.
Drop.
Estes flash shard, just in case things don't go my way. I think I've gotten the patterns of these guys down long ago.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait for it. I'll pick it up.
Oh, come on. There's another enemy down here.
Oh, this was always hopeless.
Well, that's the weird thing about Dark Souls 2. It has a lot of enemy variety, but you'll encounter so many copies of the same enemy, you know what I mean?
Or like this is Undead Bandit without left arm. This is Undead Bandit without head. This is Undead Bandit with
Without a
longer
foot.
sword. Yeah.
So how long do you think I can bait? So let's just do our final conclusion
Oh.
on E3 and stuff first
Okay.
before we close this off.
E3 pretty cool. This game pretty cool.
Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Who won?
Like who won?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that it was a contest.
Well, who won?
Jesus won.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I think definitely Nintendo, only because it brought its guns to bear, like I said earlier.
Sure.
Though a close second would be Sony.
Sony?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they did introduce Uncharted 4.
Yep.
Even though technically, due to an Easter egg in Uncharted 3, they shall be dead due to fungus.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know.
But here we are. Dark Souls 2, I'm hoping to finish it
Yeah.
at some point in the near future.
It doesn't seem to have as much charm to it from what I've seen so far, but it seems like it's much smoother gameplay wise.
The controls are excellent. The camera is the only thing that's shitty. Because the lock-on, like I said, is shitty.
Right.
But I like this game. It's definitely on my list of Game of the Year contenders. It's the only AAA game on my list so far, actually.
Yeah.
Because indie games have been so thoroughly schooling AAA games nowadays that it's just not even funny.
It's the fear. The AAA industry fear.
Oh, by the way, I can demonstrate, I think the... No, not that one. Oh, yeah, there. The shoulder push. That's how you knock people back a bit.
Well, that's the light attack plus forward, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it used to be a kick.
I think there might be a kick. Let me see. The halberd. I poisoned it.
Ow.
Oh, come on. Look at this. I am invincible. Oh, come on. Stop biting him.
No. Yeah.
Alright, fine. I bid ye farewell, dear viewer. You know what would have been funny if we hadn't been recording the whole time?
Oh.
And adieu. I now have 25,000 souls.
Congrats.
Save and quit.